Welcome to Mama Maestro's kitchen. Let's cook together. Friends, if you like my channel, do subscribe, like, share, comment and hit the bell icon. Following are the ingredients for chow mein in homemade sauce. Friends, here I'm using boneless chicken flavor from the noodles as well as chili flavor from the noodles. I've got bok choy, water, stir fry sauce, oyster sauce, cornstarch, seasoning salt, oil, black pepper, Maggi seasoning sauce, as you can see, and then I have sesame oil. I have spring onions, celery, carrots, and then I have bell pepper, jalapeno, and ginger garlic paste. All these ingredients are chopped. I'm using salt is an optional here, chili powder. I've got a wooden spatula. I'm also going to use the ginger powder here. This is optional. I've already told you that I'm using a wooden spatula because I've got a non-stick pan here. And I'm only going to use one pan. Here I've washed the noodles and I have got that in a bowl with a non-stick tong, and I've placed the noodles in a draining container. The very first thing I will do is I'm going to add water to the pan so that I can boil the noodles to make it soft. You can add salt in here, but I'm adding only oil. There's no salt added, and I am going to then boil these noodles. Now as you notice that the water is heated up and the oil has been nicely mixed, I'm adding the noodles now, and I am not adding too much of water, you can notice, because noodle cooks very fast. Now I'm going to leave this noodle for 1-2 minutes, and then I will try to separate them with the help of the tongs. I'm using a non-stick tong as mentioned, and I will keep turning them while the water reduces. It may not fully reduce, you might have to drain it, but make sure that the noodles are well soaked and they can soften easily. As you can see, noodle has already started to soften, and I'm trying to turn them in between. Now my noodles are almost ready. As you can see, can you see the consistency right now? I've already separated the water and the noodles, meaning that I've already drained the water from the noodles. Now I'm going to add the same noodle in the pan so that the excess water can be released. But before I do that, I'm going to add spring onions first. You can see I've already added the spring onion without the oil. Since I want the spring onion to be completely dry, I don't want any moisture in the spring onion. I also want the spring onion to maintain its green color. So now I'm going to add slowly the noodles. And at this stage you can also add oil, which I will do soon. So you can see I have added the oil. I'm also going to add a little bit of noodle flavors to this noodle now. I'm not using salt here. Some chili sauce from the noodles, just to add flavor to the chow mein noodles here. And you can see that I'm using a fine noodles. It's actually direct from the Maggi noodle flavor, and I'm stirring it. You can add oil to it. Here the chili sauce already had oil mixed in it. So now you can see that my noodles are ready to be served with my chicken chow mein, and they're very fine. Now I'm heating the pan, and before adding the oil I will again make sure to check if my chicken has got water in it. So you can see chicken had little bit of water in it. Now I will dry it because I want the chicken to be dry, but at the same time I will add some flavors to it, but not the oil at this stage. So now the water is dried, I'm adding ginger, garlic and chili paste. I will stir them. Seasoning salt. Next I will be adding oil to it. You can see that I'm not using too much oil here, just a little bit. And I will stir the chicken in between to make sure it doesn't burn, and I also don't want to overcook it. Now for my sauce I'm taking cornstarch. I'm adding the chili sauce from the noodles, ginger powder, seasoning sauce from Maggi, black pepper. I'm actually making my own gravy sauce here. Some chili powder, oyster sauce, stir fry sauce, and with the help of a little bit of water I will try to make a nice paste for my gravy. Right now you can see it's almost creamish in color, but once you cook the color will change to brown and give a nice gravy color to the chicken. So after frying my chicken I have added the gravy or the sauce that I made from cornstarch and other sauce and dry ingredients. Make sure chicken is fried very nicely. At this stage I'm adding some sesame oil, and now you can see my gravy and the chicken is cooked very nicely. You can see the consistency of the gravy. Here I'm adding all the vegetables now. I've added jalapeno and then some black pepper, celery, carrots, onion, I'm stirring in between, and then my last ingredients, which is the bok choy. I will stir it and now cover it with the lid. You can see that I haven't mixed the bok choy yet. I am covering it with the lid first so that it steams, and once it does, I will mix the bok choy with the chicken. And you can see my dish is ready now, my home style chicken chow mein. Please do subscribe if you like the recipe.